Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. Ukamva sasi kulira George umaziwa kuti nkhani za msanguluso zabwera tikuzeni kuti kudali chani nkhani za msanguluso komanso kukhalezo chani nkhani za msanguluso. And you with me, Sam Banda Jr. In this edition, Patience Namadingo unveiled as FDH brand ambassador. And again, we also look at the Matafare Memorial that took place last weekend, the 21st edition, attracting a huge audience at Civil Ground, Gadaga, Chileka in Blantyre. We also look at the 4th edition of the Maso Awards. Driemo and Suffix win big at the Maso Awards. All you can do is stay right there as I bring you more in Infotainment, a basket full of arts and entertainment. But remember, this program comes to you courtesy of UNICAF.
UNICAF University celebrates the success of 154 graduates from 44 different countries who have earned their bachelor, master and doctoral degrees in 2022.
My doctoral thesis have given me a valuable exposure to modern-day practices across the world. It has enhanced my self-confidence and changed me as a person on many different levels.
Being able to complete my MBA degree online, enjoying the flexibility of studying anywhere and at any time that was convenient, enabled me to fit my studies around my busy schedules as a medical doctor.
Studying online for my BSc in computer science degree allowed me the freedom to do my research and write my assignments whenever and wherever I wanted.
Join us today and start building the career of your dreams.
Now we begin our program with news that last weekend Chileka was on fire as it hosted once again the 21st edition of the Matafare Memorial, and it attracted a huge audience. Several performances this year, according to Anjiru Fumulani, the lead vocalist of Black Missionaries, did say that this was basically one of the special memorial editions in terms of attracting different artists out there. And apart from Black Missionaries as headliners, there were also artists such as Positive Youth, Fredo Kiss. There was also all the way from Palombe with Palombe Music, that's Gibo Pearson was there as well. There was Queen Fire and a number of artists, and they had 2 stages actually this year, but it was all perfect. And a special moment also came when leader of opposition, that's Kondwani Nankuma, also was invited on stage. And the time he was coming on stage, Anthony Makondesa was performing, and he did say that he was happy to be part of the memorial show. We're there as Infotainment, and we captured the moments, the highlights, and so we'll give you the performances from Gibo Pearson, Black Missionaries, Moda Fumulani, Kozi Masimbe, Fredo Kisi, as well as Positive Youth and Queen Fire, as well as some speeches coming from leader of opposition, that's Kondwani Nankuma, as well as Black Missionaries lead vocalist Anjiru Fumulani. Let's see the highlights.
Wacha wakulila umwe wa Afrika kumena baba. Hapa sasa nyimbo zingapo. Nyimbo zote kwa mbili nyimbo start. Kwa maana hiyo ndio watu positive awamaliza. Mumuone mtabiri wa Ramadhani stage. Anamaliza tuende mwantendele papita kunyumbati. Amili dakamantari tari chonde baada nintendele.
Pano kuzapanga support anyamara kujireka kuyambirira shonga tino inali kucherwa matafale memorial komano atachoka matafale kunao balirasa anyamara inawe gift ndi musamude befanya na isinta kwa jireka memorial
She defending the Chilaba.
Yeah, that's how it was. Chileka, Civil Ground, Gadaga, and so many performances. Anthony Magondesa, Gibo Pearson, Queen Fire, Black Missionaries as headliners, but people patronized the event that went all the way to the evening. And as I said, this was the 21st edition of the Matafale Memorial. And may their souls continue to rest in peace. Basically, they look at the lives of Everson Matafale, Gift Fumulani, as Musamude Fumulani, as well as other foreign artists. But it was well patronized as well as violently. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, a basket for us and entertainment. And my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now, moving out of there, musician Patience Namadingo has been unveiled as the FDH Bank brand ambassador, and he has signed a 2-year deal. Basically, he was the ambassador, but the contract ended last year, but now they've re-signed him as the brand ambassador, and it's for 2 years, and it's to the tune of 60 million kwacha. And actually, after signing this afternoon, or I should say on Friday afternoon, he went on to do one of the special assignments done by FDH. That's the win promotion, which happened in Blantyre. But then we caught up with Patience Namadingo after being unveiled as the brand ambassador, just to find out how excited he was to sign the deal as the FDH brand ambassador, as well as we also spoke to Yamika Nimbawala from FDH Bank. So they'll come back to back. Firstly, we have Patience Namadingo speaking, and then Yamika Nimbawala.
Well, we had a very good relationship. We made strides, and we had a lot of exciting things that we developed. You remember we had things like Masha programs, charity programs. So we did quite a lot between me and the bank. It was quite awesome. And to get a call that you need to come back here and do some more amazing stuff, Beautiful. Well, you might agree with me that by the time I met FDH in 2020, down the line 1 year and 6 months, my brand also improved in a lot of areas. You know, when you're working with a corporate giant, you learn a lot of things. So when we talk about the leverage now, we can only hope that a lot of good things will happen to my brand as they happened in the past. So that's what I'm looking forward. When I work with these guys, it's like iron and iron sharpening each other. So it's going to be great. Oh, well, here you don't work alone. Here you work as a team. The bank has what they call a marketing agency that handles the affairs of the bank as far as marketing is concerned. So when you develop ideas, you sit down together and then you brainstorm on what you're doing. So I do have a lot of things on my sleeves, but I'm also looking forward to share ideas with the amazing marketing team and see what we can do. Friction, as you mentioned, I've been on the road a lot, and this has been mainly in the SADC region. If you talk of the SADC region, every place, every destination you can go to is, I mean, the minimum you can do, I think, is 2.5 hours. That's the longest distance, or maybe 3 hours plus. So this is not going to restrict me in any way, and my contract is quite comfortable when it comes to travel and how many days you need to report here at the bank and sit with the people and discuss ideas. So it's not going to restrict me in any way, not at all.
The new targets, I think the first ones were predominantly about the total brand of FDH. Now we'll be focusing more on the products and specifically the digital products. You know that we have the Ufulu 525, which is a digital product that we will be launching pretty soon. So his involvement in all our digital products will be key in making sure that the message gets across to the mass. A lot of lessons. I think we learned a lot about how people respond to emotional messages, but also how people respond to acts of kindness. If you remember the very first agreement that we had, we were doing a lot of acts of kindness, building things for people, helping people. So we are going to continue with that spirit, but we want to do it digitally. Most of it was pretty much analog, so now we want to try and incorporate a lot of digital functionalities to the new agreement. Very good brand, international brand as well. Helps us with our international patronage. I think we have worked well with each other. I think the time that we started working together, I think we have improved each other as a brand for both sides, him and us as well. I would like to believe we helped in making him bigger. He also helped in growing our brand as well. So I think it has been a symbiotic relationship. I think we will intend to continue to grow that relationship moving forward.
Yeah, you heard from Patience Namadingo after being unveiled as the brand ambassador of FDH Bank, and the deal is for 2 years, and it's to the tune of 60 million kwacha. And you also heard from FDH Bank's Yamikani Mbawala also telling us more about why they decided to resign a contract with Patience Namadingo. He's done quite much, and recently he did so well, attracting a huge audience. That's during a concert in Mozambique. Remember, you're watching Infotainment, the basket for arts and entertainment, and my name is Sam Banda Jr. Now, from there, we'll move on to the Maso Awards. A lot of people have spoken about the Maso Awards. Others are not satisfied with the winners. Others are saying no, they could have done it better. Of course, all those things are true. They are supposed to do them better, but still more, they are moving. And the fourth edition took place at Amaryllis Hotel in Blantyre, where a number of awards were given out, and 30 awards actually in 30 categories, and the biggest winners included Suffix as well as Driemo. Driemo collected the best music video of the year for the song Mojo, and he was also voted the best male artist of the year, while Suffix collected the best gospel act as well as the best gospel song for for a song that basically he did with Ndirande Anglican Voices titled Matikondela. So we're there as Infotainment, and I'll give you the highlights of some of the winners. Basically, Best Comedian Chairman Daughter, Best Actor Flora Suya, and several others were decorated during the Maso Award, the 4th edition that took place at Amaris Hotel. Let's see the highlights.
We thank God because we understand that whatever we do is not us, but it's Allah. Ndi apapa sikuoneka kuti mundune ndabalalika kodi sindu sisikushitika kapena ndikulota tandipase nyumba matuwa kuti ndione kuti sindikulota owa ndiseniseni ndiseniseni. Alright, ziko mwambiri pondivotera as best comedian. I didn't see this coming. I've been working hard and here we are. Chairman to the squad, I love you too much. Liawadi lili dilatu.
Ndithokoze onse amene amakonda ndakatuluzanga amandichita support, mafanzi anga onse wina aliyense. Ndithokoze mizimu ya makolo anga onse awiri imene ili kumanda ndikuti zikomo. Ndithokoze Kiu Malewezi anandichita indosi. It's not that all easy. Ndithokoze nonse wina aliyense zikomo kwambiri kumwamba kudyere nyama pansi pano tonse masamba zikomo.
Thank God for my talent. Sometimes I surprise me. Like I watch some of the things that I do, I'm like, wow, girl, you're good. And for your support, for your love, that's what keeps me going, really. Whenever I'm on Facebook, you guys sending me feedback from what you see. Mustafa, Sinamfus and all that. Guys, you're just amazing. Thank you so much for your love. Thanks for the nominations. Proasia fans, we did it!
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's Anana Zigatereta. Thank you so much for this. Thanks to God as well. Thanks to my manager right here, best friend Wisdom Panga. Thanks to Ron C. He shot the video. Thanks to Antoine Fashion, you know.
Yeah, the highlight was the Maso Awards, the number of people who collected the awards and their picks, basically acknowledging people who voted for him to come out or to bag an award, the best song titled Anana. And there were other awards. Basically, we also saw Raphael Sitima, the best poet. They were recipients of awards in the category of fashion and several other artistic disciplines. But as I said, there's still some gaps that the organizers need to work on. Otherwise, they are on the right track. They just need to work on a number of things. Awards will always have criticism, but what you have to strive for is to do them better so that people appreciate the whole thing. Otherwise, big up to them, and we hope they are going to come out bigger next year. As the Maso Awards were taking place in Lilongwe, there was also the Malawi Film Festival that took place at Golden Peacock in Lilongwe, and their awards were also giving out, and films, different films and actors basically came out with different awards. And one of the films that did quite well is All What We Have is by Ashukile Mwakisulu. Basically, it bagged the best script, it bagged the best actor, it also bagged the best actress. All We Have Is Us, that's the title of the film, and apologies for that, but All We Have Is Us is the title of the film, and it was produced by Ashukile Mwakisulu. On that note, we've come to the very end of Infotainment, a basket for arts and entertainment. I hope you've enjoyed what I brought unto you in this edition of Infotainment. My name is Sam Banda Jr. I always say that keep it times as well as Infotainment. I will leave you with performances that took place during the Maso Awards. The Daredevils, Tuno, and several other artists, including Delois Macy from United States of America, collaborating with David Kalilani. Otherwise, in the next edition, we'll look at the Miss Malawi 2022, as well as the Soldier Lucius Banda launching his 20th album. I'm out of here. Ciao.
You ain't